Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Pop'nFresh87 aka Steve Byrne here, and today we're doing a video on the Flight Simulator gameplay experience on the Xbox One. As you can currently see, we are flying over London, specifically the O2 Arena right now, and just from the glance you can see how beautiful this game looks. Now, it was very attractive on the PC, and there was a lot of concern that when it would come to Xbox that the quality might not live up to expectations, but however, as we see here as we fly over Tower Bridge, that the graphics are absolutely amazing. Now, I am sampling this version of Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox Series X, so I'm at the higher bracket of the Xbox, but I've heard that the Xbox Series S has a slightly dip in the graphics, but nothing major to be concerned about. So if you've got a Series S, you're going to be in safe hands as well. During the length of this video, we're going to be looking at some of the locations, the most beautiful vistas that you can imagine possible, and some of the features that the game currently has to offer. And as we can see here, here's beautiful Buckingham Palace, so we can say hello to the Queen there as we fly by. And even football grounds, as we swoop on down here, we can see that this is Stamford Bridge of Chelsea Football Club. And we're going to take another quick look at a couple of other stadiums in England just to see how they look. And whilst we head towards Wembley Stadium to visit the Archers, I just want to take a look at this view within the cockpit. It's absolutely stunning. And as we see here, we're on the approach to Wembley Stadium, where they obviously play the FA Cup final, Carling Cup final, and amongst other finals in England with the English football tier. But as we see here, we go through the arches. We're quite lucky we didn't crash, actually, because when I got closer, there's actually beams supporting the main beam, so got quite lucky with that aspect. And also, we're in North London now. We can fly past the Emirates Stadium of Arsenal Football Club. As you can see on the side of the stadium, they've got their little graphics of the players, which is actually a real representation of the Emirates Stadium. And we can also head up to Manchester. We're about to fly over Old Trafford, the iconic stadium in Manchester, home of Manchester United. However, I must digress, because it's not all just about London and pretty football grounds. We also have some beautiful locations such as Mount Everest here in Nepal. Look at that, absolutely stunning. We now travel to Egypt, and we can also see how brilliant the Great Pyramids are created. Look at the texture, look at the detail. Everything around here is just absolutely spot on. Top work by Asobo. And of course, we have the Bora Bora, beautiful location in the French Polynesia. Just the blue seas is absolutely beautiful. I wish I was there myself. And again, using the cockpit view to look around, the plane, it's just absolutely beautiful. And as we can see here, we're about to approach Golden Bridge in San Francisco, and weather can play a big impact on things that you see, your surroundings, and the control of the plane, because heavy winds can actually wobble the plane. So if you're looking for a smooth flight and you have high winds, then you better be prepared for some action. There is a massive range of landmarks you can visit in this game. This is just one example and the few that I've shown, but if you're also feeling in the mood to showing off, then why not try some acrobatics? Oh, that was very close, I'm not gonna lie. And again, we're talking about landmarks. This is the Christ Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, and again, just clipping our wing underneath his armour, we can just see how remarkably impressive this game really is with all the detail that has been put into this game. But that is not to say that the game doesn't have a few problems. I didn't manage to see any during my recording, but there are periods when you fly over New York, London, major cities like that, and you will sometimes have a few frames that drop, so the game can get jittery only for a split second during those moments. The interface when selecting, a departure route is absolutely impressive. You can literally spin the globe around, all around the Earth, and you can zoom in. For example, here we're going to zoom into London, and we'll see just beside the Thames there's so many landmarks we can look at, and then you can just select an area and put depart. If it's not within an airport, then you'll just start mid-flight at the top of that area. Of course, no fully fledged simulator goes without saying without giving you some tutorials, which are quite important to get your legs, if you will. They're quite important training, so I'd suggest do your tutorials at least. And we've also got these landing challenges where you can use famous routes, or you can have epic battles to land during heavy winds and strong winds. That's always quite fun, but it is quite scary. And again, as we can progress here, you can see what else we've got. We've got these bush trips where you can embark on some nice adventures. Rijeka to Santorini, Los Cerros to Cochrane, and Breckenridge to Mariposa Yosemite. And if you don't know where to go, just do that. To be honest, it's really good fun. As discussed, weather does play an important role in this game. It can affect your flight, but there are options to turn live weather on and off. Now, live weather is a feature where the weather will appear exactly as it is in the real world. So if it's sunny in London and you're flying across London, London's going to be sunny. If it's rainy in New York and you're flying in New York, that is going to be rainy, which is a very cool feature. But you can turn it on and off and adjust the weather to be however you like. You can fly with snow, thunder, heavy rain, deep clouds, the lot. So all in all, to summarise, this is a game I would highly recommend. You don't have to be a flight simulator enthusiast or want to be a pilot. This game alone has so many things that you can do just as a casual gamer, from exploring the world to learning the ropes of the plane. But if you're going to do one thing, don't do this. Until next time, enjoy your flights, take care, and goodbye.